Hi, guys. It's Teacher Pete with English Learning Space. Hello. It is evening for me in Southern California. Maybe it is morning for you, or maybe you'll watch this anytime. But it's time for English. Here's a lesson called Happy News. Trying to think positive. And this lesson is a little more for advanced learners, but everyone is welcome. Let me know if you have any questions at any time. Some of you will watch this live, some will watch it later. Either way, you can like and share and subscribe. And I love it when you post and comment. I love to read your comments. Let me know if you have any suggestions for lessons in the future. We have some. Good morning, Sikson. Wow, so nice to see you. How are you today, Sikson? I hope you are well. It's a beautiful night in Southern California. See? Today we're going to read some happy news. Before we do, we're going to look at some vocabulary to help us understand the story. Hi, Sutatip. Nice to see you again, Sutatip. Welcome. What time is it for you? For me, it is 7:30, about 7:30 p.m., 7:32, so 1932. What time is it for you? English time. Pardon me, let me scoot up in my chair. We have two happy news stories to read. Two happy news stories. First, hi, Wanwalang. Morning. Raitri Sawat. Is that right? Arun Sawat. For me, it is evening. Arun Sawat, Wanwalang. And hello, everybody. Let's look at some happy news. Happy news. But first, some vocabulary to help us understand the reading. Like this verb, convert. Nice, Wanwalang. It's morning. Convert. Do you know convert? This verb, Konakwan. In Thailand, it's 9:30 a.m. Oh, Konakwan, you have your whole day ahead of you. So much hope. For me, it's almost dinner time and almost bedtime after that. Joom, good morning. Oh, very hot in Thailand right now, June. Nice to see you again, June. Oh, Sutatip, you're doing laundry and you're learning English at the same time. You're multitasking. Excellent. Excellent job. That's hard work. It's like juggling. Okay, we have this verb, to convert. So Sutatip is converting dirty laundry to clean laundry. Convert. Good morning. Hi, Suchit. Okay, convert. It just really means change. To convert, to change, or transform. It means change a lot. Change a lot. Convert. Okay, next. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Welcome, everybody. This is Teacher Pete with English Learning Space. We're going to read some happy news articles. Happy news. But first, a little vocabulary to help us understand the story. A little bit more. We have another verb. Abandon. Abandon. Do you know this? He abandons his car. In Thailand now it's 9:35. Oh, it's still early, Sutatip. What does it mean to abandon? They abandoned their dog. Don't abandon your house. Do you know abandon? Abandon is to leave behind, to give up completely and forever. So if you abandon your car, you leave car forever. Goodbye, car. Maybe broken car. If you abandon your house, you leave forever. Okay, one more verb, and then we can read the story. Abandon is like not allow. Yeah, it is like this. It's if the if the if the bird, the baby bird, falls from the nest, the mother abandons the baby. Goodbye. Never say hello, never say again, never take care of. Leave forever. If you abandon your house, you leave forever. Maybe the house is broken. Okay, one more verb before we read a good news story. Obtain. To obtain. What is obtain? Like this example. I want to obtain money. I also want to obtain cookies. What is obtain? You want to obtain money, right? Oh, yes. And you want to obtain a good life. What is obtain? This is a little bit formal English. Obtain. Well, this just means to get, to receive, to obtain, to get. If you obtain money, you get money. Kind of formal English. Obtain. Okay. So first, before we read the news story, some happy news, some good news, this first news story takes place in Tasmania. Do you know Tasmania? Where is Tasmania? Have you heard of this place? It's an island. It's maybe you know. Let me share. I'll show you a picture of Tasmania. Tasmania is part of Australia. It is this southern island down here, in the red square, the red rectangle. Tasmania is this island south of Australia. It is part of Australia, called Tasmania. So this first happy news story is in Tasmania. Okay, so remember. Okay, here we go. Let me share the first news article. So the second news article takes place in Tasmania. No, this first article, not Tasmania. Sorry, my mistake. This first news article is not in Tasmania. It's in Argentina and South Africa. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. Okay, the first good news story is called Four Tigers Rescued After Being Locked in a Train Car for 15 years. Wow, four tigers rescued after being locked in a train car for 15 years. Dated March 24th, 2022. Subtitle: Four Bengal tigers have been rescued from captivity and will spend the rest of their days in a big cat sanctuary in South Africa. There's one of them. The tigers lived in a train car converted into a cage in the Argentine province of San Luis for over 15 years. Oh boy, 15 years. A traveling circus abandoned the now 18-year-old male and 15-year-old female tiger in San Luis in 2007. A local farmer agreed to look after the pair for a temporary period, but the circus never returned. They eventually had two cubs. That means the tigers had two babies. Baby tigers are called cubs, tiger cubs. The tigers, named Sandro, Mufalda, Messi, and Gustavo, now call the Lions Rock Big Cat Sanctuary in Bethlehem, South Africa home. Okay, continuing. These tigers, quote, this is a quote from Dr. Amir Khalil, quote, these tigers have never felt grass or earth under their paws, said Dr. Amir Khalil, a veterinarian with Four Paws International, which led the rescue operation. Quote, it's the first time they can see the sky above them, not just metal bars and a roof. The challenges of transporting these big cats from Argentina to South Africa were very complex, ranging from obtaining permits from the authorities of the two countries involved to organizing transport in times of pandemic with PCR tests on tigers included. Quote, they asked me why it is so urgent, so important, so urgent to move the tigers. Why it is so important to move the tigers now. And my answer was, if you are an innocent person and you have to go to prison for a week and someone asks you why you have to get out of jail the next day, well, this is exactly what happened. These animals are innocent and they were imprisoned for 15 years, said Khalil. Lions Rock has rescued more than 150 big cats from all over the world. And there's the picture again. One of the tigers that they rescued. Well, let me know if you have any questions about these tigers, this story from very recent happy news. The tigers, they lived all their life in a small cage, and now they're free to walk around like you and me. I can walk to the fridge anytime and get some food. Okay, we have another happy news story to read. One more. But first, this one is about Tasmania. This next one is about Australia and Tasmania. But first, we should learn some vocabulary to help us understand the story, yeah? Including this. The first word, this vocabulary. What is this? Do you know? Disappear. Disappear. What does it mean to disappear? Watch. I can make this disappear. I'm going to make this disappear. You ready? I'm going to make it disappear. Are you ready? Disappear in 1, 2, 3. Gone. It disappeared. Oh, I found it. It's right here. Upside down. Disappear. Gone. Disappear. disappear. So disappear is to be gone or to suddenly not be present. This card disappears. Gone. Not present. Appear. Disappear. Okay, next vocabulary word. We're going to read one more happy news story. Before we do, let's learn a little more vocabulary, like this word, this adjective, slopey. Slopey. What is slopey? If the land is slopey, if the ground is slopey, we have a noun, slope. What is a slope? Do you know slope? It's not sleep. What is, if your ground is slopey? Well, here's the answer for slopey. Not too common, but it's in the article. It means like a hill. Like a hill, or at an incline. Like this. Like this. Slopey. Like a hill. Like a mountain. Okay, one more vocabulary word, and then let's read this last story. Some happy news. This is another adjective. Disoriented. Oh, SciComm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Perfect sentence. Yes, perfect use of disappeared, and I'm sorry. This means, so SciComm uses perfect English, and in his example, someone stole his bike. It disappeared. When he was sleeping, gone. I hope that's just example, SciComm. I hope this is not true. If it is true, I'm very sorry. Well, this is a feeling. It's feeling disoriented. I feel disoriented. I drank too much alcohol. I feel disoriented. I hit my head. I feel disoriented. I wake up in sleep. I feel disoriented. Do you know? Can you explain disoriented? SciComm, if your bike disappeared, maybe you were disoriented when you woke up. Well, here is the answer. Disoriented means confused or unable to think clearly. Unable to think clearly. Disoriented. I feel disoriented. Okay. Listen carefully as I read a story that takes place in Tasmania, Australia. One moment as I share. Okay, so listen carefully as I read this story about a little girl in Tasmania, a happy news story. Read along with me and make a note of any word you want to talk about when we're done, okay? Remember, and if you have any questions, I'm looking at the chat feed. You can ask me questions as I read. If you want clarification, explanation, I can do this as I read. Here we go. Let me read and listen and read with me. This story is called 4-Year-Old Found Safe and Well After 2 Days Lost in Southern Tasmania. And there's a picture of Shayla. That's Shayla. She looks so happy. Okay. 4-Year-Old found safe and well after 2 days lost in southern Tasmania. Dated March 25th, 2022. Four-year-old Shayla Phillips has been found safe and well in southern Tasmania more than 2 days after she was reported missing by her family. Continuing on, Shayla disappeared on Wednesday afternoon from the backyard of her family's home while playing with the dog. The dog was located 700 meters away. About 5 hours later, but there was no sign of Shayla. After 2 nights alone in the open bushland, that means the wild, in nature, in the open bushland in the forest, Shayla was found about 1 kilometer from her home. She was located by a state emergency service, or SES, ground party, quote, in a heavily wooded and very slopey terrain. Heavily wooded and very slopey. This means a lot of trees and a lot of hills. Police said Shayla was dehydrated, no water, not enough water. Police said Shayla was dehydrated and disoriented and was taken to Hobart, the city called Hobart, by ambulance for assessment after being reacquainted with her mother. Continuing on, quote, "We were dealing with a 4-year-old girl. We knew we had to find her. We had to do that. We had to do that crawling on our hands and knees to locate her," he said. I'm sorry, I missed a line. My mistake. So I'm sorry. I'm going back a little bit. I missed a line. So here's the police. The police are talking now. I'm going to start here with Inspector. Inspector Gavin Hallett said it was a very emotional reunion between Shayla and her mother. Inspector Gavin Hallett said it was a very emotional reunion. Quote, Inspector Gavin said, "We were dealing with a 4-year-old girl. We knew we had to find her. We had to do that crawling on our hands and knees to locate her," he said. And that's what SES did to locate her. More than 100 personnel, people, workers, more than 100 personnel, sniffer dogs, horses, helicopters, and drones were involved in the intensive search. Well, there you go. Happy news about Shayla Phillips. They found her and she is safe. Saikam, I hope they find your bicycle. I hope they find your bike and it's safe. Or you said bike. Maybe you meant motorcycle. A happy news story. Guys, we have so much bad news in the world. So much bad news. It's nice to have a little happy news, right? I think so. And if you like this happy news, give the video a like. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Share and comment. I love to read your comments. I love to answer your comments. If you have a question about English or a suggestion for a future lesson, please let me know. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time for English Learning Space. This is Teacher Pete. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.